It's 8:18, we'll call it now at KGY, and I have Ann Mitchelson and Curt Andino with me right now. And maybe I should get Curt up first because he's the executive director of Habitat for Humanity in town. Did I get the title right there?
Yeah, that's it.
So, Curt is an energetic looking young man who looks like he should have a hammer in his hands pounding away on something, and that's exactly what Habitat folks do, right?
Yes, sir. It's actually early in the morning, so by 3 o'clock I won't be so energetic looking. But yes, Habitat for Humanity is currently finishing 4 houses up at our Fairview Avenue development. That's a 15-home development. We're building 4 homes a year up there right now. We'll be finishing the next 4 in about 5 or 6 weeks. We'll be dedicating them in mid-June, and we'll be starting the next 4 houses in early July.
Now, I run into Habitat for Humanity a lot in this community. Is this one of the more active Habitat areas? I mean, there are a lot of houses going up and a lot of people involved in Habitat here.
I would like to think so. In this community, this is South Puget Sound Habitat for Humanity. We only serve Thurston County, and we currently have 650 volunteers coming out of this community that give us over 12,000 hours a year of service, both on our site, building our homes, down in our store, and in our affiliate, helping us get the whole thing done. And volunteers are the key. The homes that we build for half the cost of a normal home because we use free labor. And you don't get free labor anywhere else except, I don't know, in a gulag or something. But what we have is some fantastic resources in our community, all which have individual names, and they come on out and they help us get it done.
So how many homes have you built in the last, say, 5, 10 years?
Well, if we go back to the beginning, which is 1989 for us, we will have completed 37 homes by this June. In the last 5 or 10 years, we've actually undergone quite a change as to how we do things. We used to build about 1.5 homes a year, and we sat down and thought about that and realized that we could do better given the amount of support we get from this community. Now we build 4 homes a year, and in fact, this year, we're going to have these 4 homes done in 8 months.
Now, people who buy these homes, they own them. But they have to put sweat equity into it, right?
Nobody gets one of our homes unless they've done 500 hours worth of service to us. That doesn't necessarily mean building the home. First off, we would want you to be working on the home, but a lot of our families are in the position that they're in because of catastrophic medical situations, which makes them unable to do the same work that everybody else can do. So we find ways they can work within the community doing community service. One of our partner families collects all the aluminum cans at St. Peter's Hospital. People work in our affiliate office. The goal is that these families are going to gain something by giving back to the community. What they're going to gain is a bit more self-respect, a bit more gumption, some knowledge on how to get things done, how to work with other people, and at the end of the day, we build them a very beautiful house.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said beautiful house, because you don't just throw up a shack and put a sign on front saying this is donated by Habitat for Humanity and the people living in here are poor folks, and come by and take a look at them. I mean, these are nice homes. These people can blend in, and no one ever knows.
Yes, I would encourage your listeners to go on up to the Fairview, 1800 Fairview, which is up in the northeast corner. If you go off San Francisco onto Bethel, take your second right. That's Etheridge. To the end is Fairview, and you will see some homes that, although they were built for only $110,000, they were immediately appraised for $220,000. They not only fit into the community, but they brighten the community up. This is the first cottage community built in Thurston County. Special zoning goes into that, but what you're also creating is a very dynamic neighborhood where all the families face in together. They share a lot of the same areas, and what we're trying to do is not just build a single family a home, we're trying to build community one home at a time.
All right. And what do you have to do to qualify to have a home built for you?
What you have to do is, first and foremost, have a willingness to partner. And what does that mean? Well, partnering means I want to work with my neighbors. I want to work with my community. I want to come together and be something better than I am standing alone by myself. And that includes financial check, financial history, criminal background check, a lot of checks that go into these families to make sure that we are going to be bringing the right families into our very small neighborhoods. That said, we are always willing to work with everybody, Bring us whatever it is that has put you in the situation that has put you in, and we will try to work your way out of that.
All right. Now, let's get...
school, and I've never really had a chance or an opportunity to volunteer very much because I was working full-time. So I called up Habitat for Humanity one day to RSVP for their big fundraising dinner in September, and I talked to Susan Newman, who's the Director of Development for Habitat, and she had such a nice voice, and we started chatting, and she asked me if I'd ever worked on one of the houses, and I said no. I have a little lower back trouble and I'm not very good with tools. And she said, well, there's lots of ways to volunteer. So I ended up joining the development committee, and I very much enjoyed it. I've never had an association with an organization like that in Thurston County, and it's just been delightful. I believe in the work that they're doing. And one of the things about Habitat for Humanity is that we have a fundraising arm. We call it the Carpenters Club. Not everyone can come out and swing a hammer or pound a nail because of time, schedule, family, or medical reasons, but everyone can contribute. And we have a website, www.spshabitat.org. That would be South Puget Sound Habitat.org. And if you log on to that, you will find Carpenters Club. The Carpenters Club is a way for you to donate. Say you donated $10 a month. That's the same as buying a weekly latte. Or if you did this for 1 year, $10 a year, that would buy 2 large windows for one of the houses we're building. $15 a month could buy you 2 movie tickets or a front door and 3 boxes of nails.
Okay, well, Anne, let me ask you some personal questions here. What led you to Habitat for Humanity? There must have been something about it that said this is the public service, the event that interests me. What was it? There was something inside that said this is it. Besides the nice voice of Susan, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Jimmy Carter talk about it, and I thought it was something I'd like to be involved in. But more than that, one year I had a little girl named Angela in my class, and I imagine she's grown up now, but she lived in a car with her mother. Every day she was scrubbed clean, her homework was done, she was a good reader, she tried hard, and her mother had just had bad luck after bad luck. A series of things happened, and I know that eventually they did get to live in a house again toward the end of the school year, but I never forgot that. And I'm not sure that America, well...
Teachers get a different perspective than a lot of us, don't they?
We do. That was a precious little girl, and I thought that she deserved a bed to sleep in a warm house. Habitat is a way that we can make that happen for people. People who are willing to work right along with us, like Curt said, 500 hours, is that what you said?
Our partner family, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's great. Yeah, I'm glad to know, I know Jimmy Carter's still involved in this, I
Yes,
think.
he
Still
is.
goes out. And I was always kind of impressed that the President of the United States would take time off to go pound nails and build a house for somebody, because I think he did it even while he was president, I think. So,
I think so.
Yeah, anyway, Habitat is a good organization. A lot of folks are involved with it right here. How many? 650, right? That's a lot of folks who find this. So do you need more volunteers? You need money, it sounds like, based on what you say, Anne. Is that your job?
We can always use volunteers at the work site. But if you're not able to do that, or even if you can log on and join the Carpenters Club. You can donate any amount of money per month that suits you. It's rewarding and effective, and you'll know that you are providing powerful support.
And you'll make Anne very happy. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dick.
So let's have Curt kind of wrap things up. Did we forget anything that we were supposed to say? Did Anne get all her message across there?
Anne said it all beautifully. The only thing that I would add to it is how much we have to thank not just all the volunteers that come on down here, but all the groups that work with us to make this happen.